Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Valley Life and Wells Fargo Friday. And I've got two great new people that are right here in front of me that have a lot of good information. And we're kind of continuing on with that kids theme and how much help we're doing for kids, the area, the community, all that good stuff. So, Mr. Ken Ramos, how are you, sir?
Hello, Rich. Doing well.
It's Senior Vice President at Wells Fargo, so I always like to take it up as close to the top as I possibly can. So I'm getting all the right answers with people that know and make things happen. So welcome to the show. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
And Sarah Mirhati Offen?
Yes.
Okay. Now, the Foundation for Central Schools, you're kind of making sure that everything that Wells Fargo does to raise money for this foundation goes to the most efficient use of that money to help everybody out.
Absolutely, and we are very grateful to Wells Fargo. Because of Wells Fargo, we've been able to fund our ag pillars, we've been able to do our mentoring programs, and really help the funding that has been lacking lately that we don't get from the local school districts. So it's really, really good, and that's what's so wonderful about the foundation board and partnering with somebody like Wells Fargo that allows us to help both teachers and students and help every classroom, every teacher, every day.
So let's get a little more deep into what the foundation actually does, because there's so many different activities and a bunch of fun fundraising events that you guys put on. But you mentioned the pillars, so kind of describe that to me and how that functions in helping out the teachers and the kids.
Well, what we try to do with the foundation board is we try to fund different areas of the academics, such as agriculture, sports, art, reading, all those kind of things to help support both the teachers and the school district. For example, we give out every year over $10,000 in teacher grants, and these are grants that teachers can apply for to supplement their classroom materials. These can go from innovative materials that they're using. A lot of times they use special books that the district may not be able to fund at this time, but they can go apply for those, and then so they can benefit many, many students.
And so there's also several holiday programs too. I mean, a lot of help that you get.
Yes, what we do is we'll fund things like the Holiday Joy, which gives out food to Central Unified School families that need it. We're also doing something this summer called Cycle for Central, which keeps the libraries open in our rural areas because there are no libraries after Bulleted Marks area, and so so that kids could have access to those programs. We help fund those things, and that's why it's so important to work with people like Wells Fargo, who makes this all possible.
Sure. And, you know, Ken, we've seen from so many people at Wells Fargo in the last few weeks, too, the volunteerism, the spirit is huge. So what was the calling that you said, you know what, that is the foundation? If not only one, we've seen several people that volunteer on 3 or 4 different boards that you've got into, and what was the calling for you?
Well, Wells Fargo, first of all, encourages us to participate in community activities and community boards. So I do sit on the board for Central Schools. And the reason, my passion for it is my kids go to that district. Okay. So I have a daughter that's in in middle school, and then my son's in high school. So I have that direct contact there. Also, the involvement with the community as far as the agricultural side of it. Born and raised on an ag family myself. The dollars that we donate go to the ag pillars, like Sarah said.
Sure. And what I've seen that really puts a smile on my face is a lot of you folks that are volunteering from Wells Fargo. Not only are you bringing money in from Wells Fargo, but you're also then directly responsible to seeing that it's used to its best efficiency. So you working directly with Sarah to make sure that those pennies get stretched that much further so they help that many more kids.
Absolutely. We try to utilize it in, I think the money that Wells Fargo is donating is going into 4 or 5 various programs. Sure. So we make sure that it gets the best use.
I'm always impressed by the amount of time and commitment you guys put in, but with the work that goes on just at Wells Fargo alone, finding that extra time, you've really got to budget your time to make this happen, but it's also because that's what you're passionate about.
Absolutely. It comes from within, but Wells Fargo is actually very, very good as far as encouraging us to participate. Sure. So if it takes, a couple hours during lunchtime to attend a board meeting, they encourage us to do that.
Oh, that's fabulous. So I'm going to run to commercial real quick, but I'm going to come back with some more questions with you guys if you'll stick with me just a little bit longer. And you don't go anywhere. We got some commercials, and then we'll be right back with some more Wells Fargo Fridays right after this on Valley Life.